This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Westward Wagon by Packy Trucker. Effingham, Illinois. Early April 1874. Is that everything? The 18-year-old girl with dark brown hair asked her brother, Mike, whose hair is of similar coloring. That's everything on the list, Lily, answered 20-year-old Mike Elrod. Let's go over the list one last time. I'll read off an item. You only respond if you don't see it. Mike sighed. Okay, sis. Cornmeal, potatoes, rice, beans, yeast, dried fruit, crackers, dried meat, bacon, eggs, flour. So much for the food. Now the rest. 2 Winchester Yellowboy rifles, ammunition, extra shoes, axle grease, 2 spare wheels, spare axle, clothing, blankets, bandages, the tent, and extra canvas, finished Lily. Got it all, including the 3 boxes of canned food from the larder, but you forgot to mention the Dutch oven and cooking stuff. That's because I can see it from here. Just like the mattresses, chairs, axes, saws, and the rest of the tools. I also see Pa's large comfortable chair that you are taking while I'm taking Ma's sewing machine, which is much more practical. I can make our clothes while you sit and do nothing. Let's get the mules hitched up and get started. With the family horse Buddy tied to the rear, 2 mules pulled the farm wagon with hoops and a white canvas cover. Sitting side by side were brother and sister. As Mike was driving, Lily started to look around the side of the cover. Don't look back. It will only make you sad. Keep looking forward, said Mike. Lily grabbed her brother's arm. Mike, so much has changed. One day we are a happy family. The next you and I are on our way west for a new life. We have to be strong, Lily, and try to only think of the future. It's a good thing you don't have a serious boyfriend, or we wouldn't be going. How could any girl get serious over Robert, when all he did was flirt with every girl he saw? You know, I can say the same about you and a girlfriend. I just don't seem to have any luck with girls, sighed Mike. The family that bought our house sure got a good deal. Yeah, they got a good price, and didn't have to buy any furniture, agreed Lily. How far do you think we'll get today? The land is flat, and our mules are faster than oxen that most people use, so I'd say even with our late start, we should make 30 miles. That should get us to Vandalia, right? Yep. Right at 30 miles. We can spend the night on the east side of the city. Did you know Vandalia used to be the capital of Illinois? No. When was that? Vandalia became the capital in 1820, discrepancy on the year, because Kaskaskia, the first capital, was always flooding. But in 1839, the capital was moved again, this time to Springfield. I never knew Illinois had 3 capitals. Most don't. It's also the place where President Abraham Lincoln started his political career. As Mike drove the wagon, he realized the lack of trees on the flat prairie would mean no cooking fire for supper or breakfast. Around noon they stopped at a small grove of trees to rest for lunch and to rest the mules. Mike and Lily searched the grove, only finding 8 small sticks, which they put in the wagon. Others before them must have had the same problem. At every small stand of trees, they stopped and searched for firewood. It was an hour before dark when they arrived at the eastern edge of Vandalia, where they stopped for the night. They felt safer from highwaymen on the edge of the town. They decided to eat cold canned beans, sliced buttered bread, and peaches for supper, and save the small amount of firewood for breakfast. I'm sure glad we packed light so there would be room to sleep inside the wagon, said Lily. That will be the place to be during storms, but I'll be sleeping under the wagon tonight. It's a nice night, and I will be able to keep an eye on things. Mike laid a small canvas tarp under the wagon to act as a ground cloth, laid down on it, and threw 2 blankets over himself. See you in the morning. In the morning, while Lily fixed breakfast, Mike unhooked the mules one at a time from the hitch line he had strung between the wagon and a lone tree and hitched them to the wagon. While they ate breakfast, Lily asked, "How did you sleep last night?" "Not very well. I was awake most of the night worrying about thieves." "Sorry to hear that. I must admit I slept pretty good.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.